Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You will not believe your ears as the Hustler Nation Intelligence Bureau agents are reporting and saying this. The so-called United Opposition headed to Dubai for a meeting to ironically try heal their division. Meeting in Dubai set for Friday. Key agenda. Number 1, agree on joint candidates for the upcoming by-elections. DCP wants to exclusively field candidates in Mount Kenya. Other parties are demanding a chance to demonstrate their strength in areas like Kariobangi. Wiper is demanding DCP drop Banisa candidate. Wiper is more acceptable among Muslims and Somalis. Rigiji amesha choma with his Kikuyu narrative. Now, as you go here, number 2, agree on a timeline towards unveiling a single candidate. Kalonzo wants candidate unveiled by December this year, so as to have time to campaign and raise resources. Other candidates want the surprise kept until 2027. Number 3, impeachment of Deputy President Kindiki and Speaker Wetangula all agreed that they need to draw blood, and they view the removal of a key figure as a starting point to demonstrate their strength. New wave of demos. Rigiji homecoming. He will be in the Dubai meeting but will be left so as to stage a homecoming bigger than Kibaki's and Matiba. It's so disclassified. Now, when you look at this so-called the Hustler Nation Intelligence Bureau, is led by someone called Sam Terese. Sam Terese is William Ruto's blogger. He is now alleging kuna mkutano ya opposition inaenda kufanyika Dubai. Kama sijakosea, inaenda kufanyika Dubai. Na hii meeting, these opposition leaders are going to agree on their candidates when it comes to these by-elections. Then they are to agree on a candidate who will carry the flag, presidential candidate, come 2027. Kalonzo wants that their presidential candidate to be unveiled as early as possible so that they can have a room of campaign and of course fundraising for the presidential candidate. But something that caught my attention was about this issue of impeachment of Deputy President Kindiki Kithure and Moses Masika Wetangula, as the opposition wants to test their strength. Are they having members of parliament who can impeach Wetangula or the deputy president? The next, they're going to William Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, before you continue, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like. Now, kuna kitu hapa, opposition, they are working on behind the scene. Remember previously we were told there was a member of parliament, close ally to Kalonzo, who was busy preparing an impeachment motion against William Ruto. Since then, hatukusikia tena maneno ingine. Today, the William Ruto's blogger Sam Terese is now revealing that there is a planned impeachment of the Deputy President Kindiki Kithure and the Moses Masika Wetangula. This is to show or to test if they are having strength both in the National Assembly and in the Senate Assembly. The question is, can members of parliament close allies or close allied to Kalonzo and members of parliament close allied to Rigathi Gachagua can impeach Kindiki and Wetangula, I can tell you no. This impeachment cannot be possible. Remember earlier on, Babu Owino said it very clear that he was even willing to present the impeachment of William Ruto. But the members of parliament wamenunuliwa, and they cannot, of course, impeach William Ruto. William Ruto currently is controlling majority of the members of parliament, including the ODM ones. At the moment, William Ruto has united with the ODM team. Remember, ODM is having about 86 members of parliament. And these members of parliament, they are, of course, enjoying directions of Raila Amolo Odinga. William Ruto is having majority members of parliament from UDA, whom he is controlling them. At the moment, this impeachment of Kindiki, without the knowledge of William Ruto, is going to be presented before the National Assembly, then all the way to Senate Assembly. You want to tell me William Ruto's members of parliament will just keep quiet? Raila Odinga's members of parliament will just keep quiet? So I think still Kalonzo does not have strength with his members of parliament combined with Rigathi Gachagua. When you look at members of parliament Kalonzo is having, is almost 26 if I'm not wrong. Rigathi Gachagua, those members of parliament who allied to him, hawafiki hata wanafika 10 kweli. Sidhani. Wale wako kwa National Assembly and some of them in the Senate Assembly. Sidhani kama wanafika 10. This impeachment, I think kuna some numbers lazima ufikishe. Kuna some numbers lazima ufikishe. Na hii, I'm sure, the way Babu Owino said it, the impeachment, any impeachment that is going to be presented against William Ruto or any close ally of William Ruto might not succeed or is not going to succeed because those members of parliament wamekuwa bought, wamenunuliwa na hawawezi fikiria independently. So they will be swayed to say we must defend Kindiki and we must defend Wetangula. The impeachment can be possible if William Ruto is demanding the impeachment. The way he demanded the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, he mobilized. Even some members of parliament were paid to do so. And even if you ask those members of parliament, why were you impeaching Rigathi Gachagua? They don't know. Because they were told, you must impeach this guy. You are going to be paid this amount of money. So I think what the so-called hustler intelligence bureau agent has leaked, I think it is just hot air. But I don't think if this impeachment can be successful when Kalonzo and Gashagua's close allies unite. It will also just depend if, of course, if members of parliament allied to Raila and allied to William Ruto will feel apana, we want to remove Kindiki or we want to remove Wetangula. Then this will be possible if they unite with Kalonzo Musyoka's MPs and Rigathi Gachagua. What do you think, Kenyans? Because for me, when I saw such kind of news, such kind of post from the Kenya Kwanza blogger, this caught my attention and I wanted to understand what are the scenarios that might come to arise in this situation. But now they are following up the so-called the opposition closely because they know, as a matter of fact, these individuals are planning themselves or arranging themselves. And as much as they are likely to arrange themselves and have one candidate and they unite themselves, is a poison to William Ruto, which William Ruto does not want. But mimi sioni chochote kama impeachment itafaulu. Dawa ya hii watu ni kuwaongoja tu 2027 na kuwatuma nyumbani. Hiyo ndio dawa yao. Lakini tukingoja kwamba ati tunataka kuimpeach haya jamaa, sidhani kama tutatoboa. Nyinyi mnaelewa ama MPs wamenunuliwa. Na wafikiri independently? No. Hawafikiri independently. And that is why you can come with a summary saying we have a useless members of parliament. They cannot represent the people. They cannot legislate to benefit the people. And they cannot oversight. It is like they are part of the government, you know. Even if they are part of government, remember they have a constitutional mandate to represent, oversight, and legislate. But these members of parliament we are having, they have neglected their duty. What do you think, Kenyans? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till you meet in another video.